Hello students, I am Assistant Professor Aparna Kedari and today we are going to study MCQ of Organic Chemistry TY BSc Semester 4. So let's start with questions. The first question is aldol reaction between formaldehyde and acetaldehyde gives the diol, dihydroxyketone, beta hydroxyaldehyde and dialdehyde. And the correct answer is beta hydroxyaldehyde. And suppose here reaction formaldehyde plus acetaldehyde in presence of sodium hydroxide, that is base, it gives beta hydroxyaldehyde. This carbon is alpha carbon, this carbon is beta carbon, therefore we get beta hydroxyaldehyde. Here this CH3 group, the hydrogen atom undergo abstracted by base and it gives carbanion. Then this carbanion will attack on carbonyl carbon of formaldehyde and then it gives beta hydroxyaldehyde. Therefore, the correct answer is beta hydroxyaldehyde. Then second question is aldehyde react with Wittig reagent to give acid, alcohol, ketone and alkene is the last option. And the correct answer is alkene. Here the reaction aldehyde, that is formaldehyde, react with for example formaldehyde react with Wittig reagent, then it gives this intermediate, that is betaine. This betaine gives alkene. Therefore the correct answer is alkene. Therefore these aldehydes react with Wittig reagents to give alkene. Then third question is the monomethylation of acetoacetic ester with subsequent acid hydrolysis and decarboxylation gives, first option is ethyl methyl ether, ethyl acetate, ethyl methyl ketone, then hexanoic acid. And the correct answer is ethyl methyl ketone. The reaction, this acetoacetic ester, this is acetoacetic ester, these hydrogens are highly acidic because these are flanked by two carbonyl, electron withdrawing carbonyl group. They are easily abstracted by base and gives carbanion. This carbanion is well stabilized by these two carbonyls. Then this carbanion attack on methyl bromide. Then there is monomethylated product is formed. Then this product undergo hydrolysis. This ester group is hydrolyzed to acid group. Then this acid group and decarboxylate on heating and then it gives ethyl methyl ketone. Therefore, the correct answer is ethyl methyl ketone. Then next is the Claisen condensation reaction between methyl formate and methyl acetate gives the diketone, then diester, ketoester and aldoester. Then the correct answer is aldoester. Reaction methyl formate in presence of methyl acetate gives in presence of sodium hydroxide gives aldoester. Therefore, it is the correct answer. Then next reaction, next question is what class of compounds is prepared using malonic ester synthesis? That is 1,3-dicarbonyl compound, beta ketoester, gamma carboxylic acid, then 1,2-dicarbonyl compound, and the correct answer is gamma carboxylic acid. We can prepare this using by malonic ester synthesis. Then sixth question is what will be the product of malonic ester synthesis if methyl bromide were used as an alkyl halide? And the options are methanoic acid, methyl malonate, methanoic acid, propanoic acid. And the correct answer is propanoic acid. For example, here reaction. This is diethyl malonate in presence of base gives carbanion. This carbanion attack on this methyl bromide. Then this product will form. This product undergo that is mono alkylated product undergo hydrolysis. Then both these ester groups hydrolyze to COH group and one of this carboxyl group is decarboxylate and gives propanoic acid. Therefore, the correct answer is propanoic acid. Then beta ketoesters are best generated via first an aldol reaction, an oxidation of an ester, a Claisen reaction, then Hofmann rearrangement. And the correct answer is Claisen reaction. Then we can prepare this beta ketoester by Claisen reaction. Then the reaction of malonic ester with excess of sodium methoxide base and the ethyl bromide gives no reaction, monosubstituted malonic ester, disubstituted malonic ester, trisubstituted malonic ester. Here the correct answer is disubstituted malonic ester because both hydrogens are abstracted by base because we are using excess base, that is sodium methoxide, and also excess alkyl halide, that is ethyl bromide. Therefore we get the disubstituted malonic ester. Then next question is that the reagent is used to convert this carbonyl group into this alkene group. Then the first option is Clemmensen reduction, light, Grignard reagent, lithium aluminum hydride. And the correct answer is light. For example, here formaldehyde react with Wittig reagent, then it gives betaine, and this betaine gives alkene. Therefore, the correct answer is light. Then next question is cyclohexanone is converted into omega caprolactam by Beckmann rearrangement, Hofmann rearrangement, Curtius rearrangement, and all the above. And the correct answer is Beckmann rearrangement because first is cyclohexanone undergo oxime derivative formation in presence of hydroxylamine. Then this oxime in presence of acidic condition gives omega caprolactam. Therefore, the correct answer is Beckmann rearrangement because Beckmann rearrangement involves the conversion of oximes to amide. Here it is cyclic amide, therefore it is called caprolactam, and it is at omega position, therefore omega caprolactam. Then the next question is alpha haloketones are converted to acid by Claisen rearrangement, Wagner-Merwin reaction, Fevreske rearrangement, and Claisen condensation. And the correct answer is Fevreske rearrangement because alpha haloketone on reaction with this base undergo Fevreske rearrangement and it gives cyclopentane carboxylic acid. This alpha hydrogen atom is abstracted by this base, then carbanion is generated, this carbanion attack on carbon which bears chlorine, and there is removal of chlorine, then further attack of this OH minus gives the cyclopentane carboxylic acid. Therefore the correct answer is Fevreske rearrangement. The next question is benzophenone is converted to phenyl benzoate by metachloroperbenzoic acid, soda acid, diluted caminophore, H plus in heating. Then the correct answer is metachloroperbenzoic acid. This is Baeyer-Villiger rearrangement because this rearrangement involves the conversion of ketone to ester. This is oxidation reaction and we are using here the per acid, that is metachloroperbenzoic acid. Then the next question is the pinacol-pinacolan rearrangement is intramolecular, intermolecular, non-regioselective, stereospecific. And the correct answer is the pinacol-pinacolan rearrangement is intramolecular, that is rearrangement takes place within the molecule and therefore it is called intramolecular reaction. This pinacol-pinacolan rearrangement is intramolecular rearrangement. Then next question is reaction of benzene with N-propyl chloride and anhydrous aluminum chloride gives cumene. First option is cumene. Second option is N-propyl benzene. Then cymene 1,2-di N-propyl benzene. And the correct answer is cumene. Here is it is secondary carbocation, please consider it. Then this N-propyl chloride in reaction with in presence of aluminum trichloride, first it will give primary carbocation. This primary carbocation is less stable, therefore it undergo hydride shift and gives secondary carbocation because secondary carbocation is more stable. Therefore, this secondary carbocation generated, it undergo electrophilic attack with benzene and it gives cumene as a product. Therefore, cumene is formed because primary carbocation rearranges to secondary carbocation. Please consider here secondary carbocation. Then next Claisen rearrangement is 3,2 sigma tropic reaction, 1,3 sigma tropic reaction, 2,2 sigma tropic reaction, 3,3 sigma tropic reaction. And the correct answer is 3,3 sigma tropic reaction. Here example, this is Claisen rearrangement. 1, 2, 3 and here 1 dash 2 dash 3 dash. There is Claisen rearrangement and this compound will this product will form and it involves the 3,3 sigma tropic reaction. Therefore, this is the correct answer. Then isocyanate on hydrolysis with water form amine, amide, acid and ester. and the correct answer is amine. Here reaction isocyanate undergo hydrolysis and it gives primary amine plus carbon dioxide. Therefore, the correct answer is amine. Then next is the Claisen rearrangement. Claisen rearrangement is the conversion of an aromatic acid to aromatic ether, conversion of an aromatic ether to phenol, then conversion of aromatic amide to phenol, or conversion of aromatic ester to aromatic ketone. And the correct answer is conversion of aromatic ether to phenol, because this rearrangement involves this conversion of aromatic ether to phenol. The next question is condensation of ketone with hydroxylamine form acid, ester, oxime and amine. And the correct answer is the oxime. Example, cyclohexanol react with hydroxylamine. Hydroxylamine is the derivative of ammonia, in which the hydrogen atom of ammonia is replaced by OH group and it gives oxime. Then therefore condensation of ketone with hydroxylamine form oxime. The next question is, which of the following give more stable carbanion? And the first option is ethyl, acetylene, ethyl, and then dinitromethane. Dinitromethane is the correct answer because these hydrogens, after abstraction, they gives this carbanion, and this carbanion is stabilized by resonance by these two nitro group. Here is the second nitro group and this nitro group. This is resonance stabilization. Therefore carbanion formed by trinitromethane is stable, and correct answer is dinitromethane. The next question is, which of the following compound undergo aldol condensation? First is acetaldehyde. Second one is this 2,2-dimethyl propanaldehyde, then benzophenone and formaldehyde. And the correct answer is acetaldehyde, because all these three compounds do not contain alpha hydrogen and we require alpha hydrogen for abstraction or for generation of carbanion. Therefore, this acetaldehyde is the correct answer. Then next, select the wavelength range corresponding to UV visible region. First option is the 400 to 800 nanometer, 200 to 800 nanometer, 25 micrometer to 2.5 micrometer, then 2.5 micrometer to 1 millimeter, and the correct answer is the 200 to 800 nanometer. This is the UV visible region in the electromagnetic spectrum. Then the type of transition possible in UV visible region for compounds with molecular formula C2H4O are sigma to sigma star transition, pi to pi star transition, N to sigma star transition, and N to pi star transition. And the correct answer is sigma to sigma star, and it also involves the N to pi star transition, because in this compound it contains the oxygen as a heteroatom. Therefore, N to pi star transition is possible and it contains carbon, hydrogen, carbon, carbon single bonds, that sigma bond. Therefore, sigma to sigma star transition is also possible in this compound. Then next is the aniline in acidic medium shows a red shift, bathychromic shift, blue shift, hypsochromic shift, hyperchromic shift and hypochromic shift. And the correct answer is blue shift. Why blue shift? Because here this aniline in presence of HCl, this aniline, in aniline this resonance is possible. This nitrogen lone pair continuously resonate in the benzene ring. But when small amount of acid is added, then it undergo protonation and it gives anilium ion. Then there is no electrons available to resonate. Therefore, it shows the blue shift, that is hypsochromic shift. Then that is our shift to shorter wavelength, that is higher energy is required. Then in spectroscopy, the common unit for measuring the absorption signal is angstrom, nanometer, centimeter inverse and the micrometer, and the correct answer is centimeter inverse. Then next question is, Beer-Lambert's law gives the relation between which of the following? First option is the reflected radiation and concentration. Second option is scattered radiation and concentration. Energy of absorption and concentration, energy of absorption and reflected radiation. And the correct answer is energy absorption and the concentration. This is the correct option, correct answer. Then calculate the lambda max of the given compound. This is the compound. Already I have given here alpha, beta, gamma and delta, and also substituent. First option is 343 nanometer, 243 nanometer, 349 nanometer, 280 nanometer, and the correct answer is 343 nanometer. How this 343 nanometer? See here, this is Enon system. This system is a Enon system. Therefore, basic value is 250 nanometer, and there is one extra double bond in conjugation. Therefore, at 30 nanometer here, then this is the homoannular diene. That is two double bonds in conjugation. They are present in one ring. Therefore, homoannular diene is also present. Therefore, 39 nanometer at 39 nanometer to basic value. Then there is one exocyclic double bond. This double bond is exocyclic to this ring. Suppose this is A ring, B ring, then this double bond is exocyclic to this B ring. Therefore, there is one exocyclic bond, add 5 nanometer to basic value and substituent. Then next is the substituent. The alpha, there is no substituent. At beta, there is no substituent. Then at gamma, there is one substituent. Therefore, 18 nanometer. Then at delta, there are two substituents. Therefore, 18 multiplied by 2, 36. 36 plus this 18. Sorry, here also add 18, and the total value is 343 nanometer. Therefore, the correct answer is the 343 nanometer. Then next is the calculate the lambda max of the given compound. This is Enon system, and the options are 343, 240, 333 nanometer, that is 333, then 281, and the correct answer is 333 nanometer. Then first, this is Enon system, therefore basic value is 215 nanometer. Then there are two double bonds in conjugation, therefore 30 multiplied by 2, it is 60 nanometer. Then there are two exocyclic double bonds. There are two exocyclic double bond. This double bond is exocyclic to this B ring, and this double exocyclic double bond is also exocyclic to B ring. Therefore, two exocyclic double bonds, 2 multiplied by 5, add 10 nanometer to basic value. Then substituent, this is alpha, beta, gamma, delta and omega. Then substituent at beta, then add 12 nanometer, then gamma 18 nanometer, and 1 at delta 18 nanometer. Therefore, total becomes 48, and the total that is maximum absorption is 333. Then calculate the lambda max of given compound. That is, the options are 300 nanometer, 284 nanometer, 384 nanometer, 345 nanometer. Then the correct answer is 284 nanometer. Then this is the basic value is, this is Dyne system. This system is Dyne system. Therefore, basic value is 215 nanometer. Homoannular diene. This is homoannular diene. This diene, that is double bond, is in conjugation, and it is they are present in one ring. Therefore, it is homoannular diene. Add 39 nanometer. There are two exocyclic double bonds. These two double bonds are exocyclic to this ring. Therefore, add 2 multiplied by 5, 10 nanometer. Add this to basic value. Then there are four substituents. Here, this suppose we start from this alkene, sorry, this carbon. Then there is this substituent. Then here, this substituent. Again through this carbon, this substituent, and here this substituent. Therefore, total substituent are four substituent. This double bond, we are not considering this double bond because it is not in the conjugation with this diene. Therefore, it is not considered in this lambda max. Then substituent 4 substituent multiplied by 5, 20 nanometer. Therefore, the total value becomes, that is maximum absorption becomes 284 nanometer. Then next, calculate the lambda max of the given compound. This is the compound, and here already I have given these substituents. Then first option is 324 nanometer, second option is 270 nanometer, 265 nanometer, and 325 nanometer. And the correct answer is 265 nanometer. And here, this is dyne system. We can consider this dyne or this dyne. Then the basic value is 215 nanometer. There is one extra, suppose we consider this dyne, then there is one extra double bond is in conjugation. Therefore, add 30 nanometer to basic value. There are two exocyclic double bonds. These two are exocyclic double bonds to this ring. Therefore, 2 multiplied by 5, 10 nanometer. Then there are, suppose we start from this carbon substituent, then there is no substituent here, there is one substituent. Again here, no substituents, no substituents. Here, here there is one substituent. Again here, there is no substituent. Therefore, total substituents are 2, 2 multiplied by 5, 10 nanometer. Therefore, lambda max becomes 265. Therefore, correct answer is this 265 nanometer. Then again next UV problem, calculate the lambda max of the given compound. This is the compound. Then options are 434 nanometer, 279 nanometer, 275 nanometer, and 367 nanometer. And the correct answer is 275 nanometer. Then see here, the basic value is 250 nanometer. One extra double bond is in conjugation, therefore add 30 nanometer. Then there are two exocyclic. This exocyclic double, this is dyne and this is one extra double bond in conjugation. Then two exocyclic double. This one double bond is exocyclic to both rings. Therefore, there are two exocyclic double bonds. 2 multiplied by 5, 10 nanometer. Then there are 4 substituents. Here, suppose we start from this carbon. Then here one substituent. Here no. Here again one substituent. Then here one substituent. Again no substituents. Again here one substituent. Therefore, total 4 substituents are there. Therefore, 4 multiplied by 5, 20 nanometer. Therefore, total this value becomes 274, 75. Therefore, lambda max, that is maximum absorption, is 275 nanometer, is the correct answer. Then next is the fundamental modes of vibrations of methane molecule is 8, 9, 4 and 6. Then the correct answer is 9 because this methane molecule is non-linear molecule, and for non-linear molecule it is 3n minus 6, that is 3 there in methane there are 5 atoms. Therefore 3 multiplied by 5 minus 6, the value is 9. Therefore it shows 9 fundamental modes of vibration. Then which of the following, next question is which of the following bending vibrations takes place in different planes? First, asymmetric stretching, rocking, scissoring and twisting. The correct answer is twisting because here this twisting and wagging is also vibration takes place in different planes. Here this twisting vibration, this atom go behind and this that is it changes its plane during vibration. Therefore, twisting is the vibration, bending vibration takes place in different planes. Then the next question is which of the following transition mainly occur in IR? That is electronic transition only, rotational and vibrational transition, rotational and transitional transitions only, and all electronic rotational and vibrational transition. And the correct answer is rotational and vibrational transition because energy here IR radiations are used, and this IR radiation carried this rotational and vibrational transition. This is rotational, rotational transition and vibrational transition. Therefore, the correct answer is rotational, and only rotational and vibrational transitions are there because energy of this only carry IR radiation carried only rotational and vibrational transition. Therefore, this is the correct answer. Then compound A, molecular formula C4H8OCl2 shows two triplets in the PMR spectrum and the compound is, this is first option, second option and third and fourth. And the correct answer is, that is first option is correct. This shows triplets, two triplets. That is here, this is symmetric compound. Therefore, these four protons are same and these four protons are same. They suppose here we consider this two, then here there is two protons are neighboring. Therefore, according to n plus one rule, 2 plus 1 it gives triplet. Again for this or this protons, neighboring protons are 2, 2 plus 1 3. Therefore, both gives triplet. Therefore, this is the correct answer. First option is the correct answer. Then, what is the relative intensity of peak in the quartet in PMR spectroscopy? 1s to 3s to 3s to 1, or 1s to 2s to 2s to 1, 1s to 4s to 4s to 1, or 1s to 2s to 3s to 1. And the correct answer is 1s to 3s to 3s to 1. Here, this is the quartet. This here, when there is one neighboring proton, it gives doublet, that is 1s to 1 intensity, when 2, then triplet, 1s to 2s to 1 intensity, and quartet, that is 1s to 3s to 3s to 1. Therefore, the correct answer is 1s to 3s to 3s to 1. Then, next find out the product. This is the reactant, and this is per acid, and it undergo reaction and it gives, please consider here one carbon, that is CH3CO3H. Then here it is Baeyer-Villiger rearrangement, that is ketones undergo oxidation in presence of per acid. Please consider here carbon. Then there is formation of cyclic ester, that is lactone. Cyclic esters are called lactone, and the first option is correct. Uh, um, that is cyclopentanone gives this cyclic ester, that is lactone. Therefore, this first option is the correct option. Then, which of the following functional group exhibit highest frequency in infrared spectrum? Alcohols, esters, ketones, and nitrites. Then, correct answer, that is alcohols, because OH stretching frequency is 3600 centimeter in Earth. Therefore, it shows highest frequency in the infrared spectrum, that is alcohols. Then in NMR spectrum, the nuclei in the upfield resonate at high frequency, low frequency. It is constant throughout the spectrum. It doesn't depends on the chemical shift. And the correct answer is high frequency. They are shielded protons. And how many number of types of protons in the following compound? This is the compound, and number of protons are 2, 3, 5 and 4. Number of types of proton, and the correct answer is 4. Then how this 4? Because this hydrogen, this hydrogen is in, this proton is in different environment, therefore A, B, C and D. Therefore, there are 4 types of protons in this compound. Therefore, answer is 4. Then next, shielding signal splitting in NMR arises from shielding effect, spin-spin decoupling, then spin-spin coupling, de-shielding effect. And the correct answer is spin-spin coupling. Then coupling constant of two nuclei is defined as the ratio of chemical shift, distance between the splitted peaks in Hertz, difference of chemical shift, ratio of absorption frequencies. And the correct answer is distance between the splitted peaks in Hertz. This is the definition for coupling constant. Then which of the following has the more chemical shift? The first compound is the methyl fluoride, methyl chloride, then methyl bromide, methyl iodide. And the correct answer is methyl fluoride, because fluorine is highly electronegative, and the electronegativity order is fluorine is more electronegative than bromine, chlorine and iodine. Therefore, this first option is the correct. It shows a more chemical shift because these protons are highly de-shielded protons. Thank you and all the best.